Good evening, everybody. How you doing? It's your boy, it's Coach Lee. Happy hump day to you. Hopefully you had a great day. I know I did. Welcome to the Parlay Perspective. Y'all make this happen by being involved, giving us ideas, and as always, greatly appreciated. But we got a full team for you tonight. Hanging out with the fellas, doing our damn thing. But before we can get it started, we got to bring them on. Coming in hot, right off the bus line. Coming in, he got on a fire-ass hat as always. Let's get my brother up in here, Meta Why?
Whoa. I'll see you, chick. What's going on, everybody? It's Wednesday, hump day. You know what I'm saying? It's the Parlay Perspective. Thanks for coming through and hanging out with us once again, man. You know, last night, we're going to try to duplicate last night's success. It's fire. If you missed it, tap in, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. STWF-TV. But I ain't going to chat too long. Y'all going to hear me all night. Let's bring in from the chilly side of the bean, locating on the south side now in Massachusetts, my guy live from the Cape. Chilly Will in the building.
Bam. What's good,
people? It works today. What's going on?
Yeah.
How you doing?
What's up, man? It's hump day. We chilling. We cooling. Fresh off a great show yesterday. And we're going to have another one today. Last of the week. Actually, not last of the week. Jake, you better, we're going to get Jake in here eventually, but we got to tap out this week for sure. I'm hoping because we got a good fight going.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, speaking of them, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of the devil.
Like Bob Barker says, come on down. You are the next contestant on the Parlay is Right. My man Jake in the building. The word.
Great introduction. Absolutely. Yes, and Will, there is no I hope. There is.
Well, it's always hope.
It is a pay-per-view week for the
Yes.
UFC. There will be a tap-out this weekend. Got to get the show produced. It's going to be my first time producing a show in like 2 months. But, hey, we back. And it's a great time of the year. College hoops is back, baby.
Yeah, we got all this going. We ready.
God, I forgot he's a big college hoops fan.
Absolutely.
He goes hard for the college hoops.
Well, I mean, he's a Duke fan, so who cares? But
he's a Dookie.
yeah, he's a
Yes,
Dookie.
absolutely. I love the Blue Devils. And then when it comes to that little hometown love, as Will's favorite saying for me, well, no, it's my favorite saying from Will, I'm the X-Man blowing clouds.
It's a wreck.
That was the best introduction ever. Coach brings me on as I'm trying to blow out the freaking vape smoke. Will hits the vape or X-Man blowing clouds.
Darth Vapor.
I was about to say shortly thereafter, Darth Vapor was the name I was given.
Why are you Adam Sandler tonight, by the way?
I don't know. It's just what I felt.
You feeling like Adam Sandler, huh? Right.
Yep. No reason.
Okay.
No story this time. I just try to come up with crazy ass names. Trust me, it's not even the end of the show, and I'm already trying to figure out what weird shit to shout out tonight.
It feels
Absolutely,
like a setup, man. I just gotta be a story behind it.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting close to 8 crazy nights season.
It's always 8 crazy nights with you, Jake.
Fair enough. Hey, my wife would agree.
And I'm out.
Just like that. But man, that's speaking of crazy nights, your boy had a crazy weekend. I did celebrate the parade. I went like 17, 18 hours without eating. And I paid for it, but it was worth it. It was a lot of fun, man. I still got some videos I haven't uploaded yet. But MLB is weird. I think it was just not next week or right now. Free agency already started, but it's like not like the other teams. The 6.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like the other leagues. It's open, but you probably won't hear any deals done until the winter meetings.
And that's the thing. I was sitting there like November 6th. I said, yeah, it's weird for them to start that, knowing that, somebody crazy won't get signed, like you said, until like the winter meetings. you're seeing more moves from coaches in that department in MLB. Shout out to Ron Washington, man, getting the Angels ball today, man. Bringing some dog in the house. I don't know what that'll do for the Angels season coming up, but I rock around.
I Ross with Wash, man.
I do too. You got to stay off the pipe.
So we're gonna take a look. We're gonna start off tonight. First segment is taking a look at MLB Free Agency.
Fancy.
So I got a couple of. I found this free agency tracker. To kind of give us a little bit of insight. So what's today?
What up, Lewis?
So
Lewis in the house.
Our resident hater. Our number one resident hater.
St. Louis.
So according to this, the first one is Bryce Harper is the Phillies' long-term first baseman.
Yeah, I like that. They'd be crazy to change that up now. They went and tried it, and it worked. I thought that was a great idea.
Was it out of necessity?
He was hurt. So yeah,
He came back from Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, he came back, and they were like, "Look, we ain't gonna have you running around the outfield trying to throw people out from 100 yards. So we're just gonna put you at first."
Okay.
Yeah, basically it gives him a relaxation. You know what I'm saying?
If he was in the AL, he would have been a DH.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, I can see that. Now,
And that team's also going to look. That team's going to look a lot stronger next year because they're going to get Reese Hopkins back at second base. So they're doing just fine on the infield.
well, it also says that they have an interest in Sonny Gray.
And that would help out their pitching rotation majorly.
Sonny Gray was all year in the Cy Young race, so that'd be a good pickup for them, honestly.
He went had a 2.79 ERA.
Yeah, which is in this era is ridiculous.
Yeah, he had a great year, and I think after the year that the Twins had, I think the Twins would be very upset if they were to lose to him. So we'll see what happens with him. That'll be interesting, honestly.
That sounds like a Minnesota problem. Sorry, Bree.
Eduardo Rodriguez, he said he's open-minded to about any locale. He's not worried about geographic restrictions. He went 13-9 last year with a 3.30 ERA. Pitched 102 innings.
I feel like it's a weird thing to say publicly unless that was thought that was an issue. Like to say that he don't care where he goes, like geographically.
Well, I think part of it was
previously
he rejected the trade to the Dodgers at the deadline.
Yeah, because fuck the Dodgers. Like, who wants to go play for a store-bought team? Like, that's just
finally, someone besides me says it for you. Fuck the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's always been fuck the Dodgers, especially when they got Mookie.
Yep.
Well, I want to go back to that. I want to go back real quick to the Hoskins point. I think Jake said that Hoskins coming back next year. Well, Hoskins is basically gone if they making Bryce making him a full-time first baseman. Isn't that his position?
Yeah.
Reese Hoskins is a second baseman.
Oh, second? Yeah, second. Yeah, so he'll be fine. Yeah.
Oh no, I just said Hoskins. My fault.
Yeah, Riss.
My apologies. He's gone.
Nah, Hoskins is gone.
That's the rumor has it in Philly that they in the winter meetings they might let him go.
They do have a nice rookie that played a spot this year all year.
Also, if you have a nice rookie to replace him, and then you add into the fact that you went as far as you did without him the entire season.
But he was very critical in the 2 years ago when they went to the World Series, and not having him this year showed that they probably needed him. But then again, that's hearsay. We don't know because he wasn't there.
I think the exact opposite. I think this year showed that they don't need him, and if they have a solid rookie, why pay this guy all this money? They made it. They made it all the way to the end.
But they could also have the same problem. Not saying that. Well, obviously, we already know what that team's problem is. The Reds. They don't have any pitching. But the thing is, Ellie De La Cruz can play any spot on the field at the same time. That rookie could move over to shortstop, and then you have a very nice infield. Because I'm not sure who their third baseman is. I forgot his name. It's not Romuto or something like that. What is his name? Anyway, not the point. They'd have a very nice infield if they moved him over to short. But you never know. You don't really want to mess with rookies, especially position-wise, if you don't know where they're playing them.
We're still talking about Rhys Hoskins, right?
Yes.
No, that's all I was bringing up. It was interesting. Y'all was talking about the Phillies and last year.
Yeah, because De La Cruz and them Cincinnati, isn't that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do we get to Cincinnati?
I don't know.
I only brought that up because Cincinnati was throwing him all over the field, but he was playing third base mostly. But you could also move a position if you wanted to keep Rhys, is all I was saying.
Oh, yeah. I mean, again,
because the rookies are interchangeable. They can play on the field just about anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. My point wasn't about not having room for him. My point is if you made it to a game away from
going back
from the World Series. If you made it a game away from the World Series without Rhys, then you're going to turn around and pay him $200+ million is what he's probably going to demand. Why would you do that? There's no point. You didn't need him to get as far as you did. But look, they could still pay him. But if the rumor out there is that they may move on, it makes sense.
Okay, fair enough.
I could see it.
The Cubs have been mentioned as being an aggressive team in the Shohei Ohtani sweepstakes.
Sure. Waste money. Why not?
The Dodgers remain the heavy favorites, and the Rangers are serious contenders. And then you got the Red Sox, the Mets, and the Giants are also in the mix. What do you think he ultimately ends up? Or is it
to a true contender?
I mean,
I don't like the thing is that Coach, I promise you this isn't a shot at all. Look, they just won the World Series anyway. But it seems like whenever the Rangers sign a pitcher, they ultimately get hurt. So I don't want to see him go there.
That's true. That's fair.
Because Scherzer went out with an injury. DeGrom was already injured coming into the season, then got injured again. Hey, the man still got a ring.
He signed.
Man got a ring for eating a few innings. That was it.
Pretty much. I mean, I think he went 3-0 this year's the thing.
I got a sleeper. There's none of these teams on this list.
Okay, I'm interested.
But it's a team in the division you just played in, the Seattle Mariners.
I like we had that on that one.
Go link up with Ichigo's people who still might be there.
Yeah.
They're pitching like they're gonna ace with Ohtani as a pitcher anyway, but they need offense, and he can add the offense that they need.
I think I just called him Ichigo. I've been watching too much anime. It's Ichiro.
Yes, you did. You did call him Ichigo, and I wasn't going to say nothing.
We're gonna let you ride, man.
I feel like the Cubs. I feel like the Cubs will probably need additional pitching if you get him anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because of the risk that takes with him. Meanwhile, I feel like Seattle doesn't really need that. They have pitching. He does an added bomb and a great bomb to that team, but he can get those days off when he don't want to pitch. And that's going to be another thing in it with the teams too is you can't have him doing 50% of both, 100% of both. You can't have him do that.
That's the thing. If you want to sign him, it ain't about what you can or can't do. It's about what he wants to do.
No. Ultimately, what he wants to do. But you're entering the world now where this is not a petty contract no more. This ain't a buy me from China type thing now. You're about to get a contract that's worth millions and millions of dollars. So at some point, you are gonna have to not. You're not gonna be 100% doing pitching and 100% doing. You're gonna be doing it, but if you're going for World Series and going for chips, as we mentioned, then I feel like he's going to have to smarten up as well as the organization that signs him, but he's going to have to smarten up as well for his own health.
Well,
you don't want to be gone.
Here's the other thing. What he's going to get paid for, he's going to get paid to be doing both, and they're going to want their money's worth. So I think all parties involved are going to want him to do both 100%.
No, all parties to do both, but like say for instance, last year, towards the end of the year, he got hurt. If he's on the team, and they are hitting August with a good record, mark wise, where you know what I'm saying, they can stall him from pitching some games, and probably lead him on the offensive end. They can do stuff like that, and it's not a bad thing to do.
And then what?
You can get their money's worth regardless.
and then save him for the playoffs to put him back in pitching. Now he's going in there cold. They're not going to do that.
I'm not saying in terms of, don't shut him down for the rest of the season. Yeah. I'm talking about there's some games like load management type where you can keep that in.
He could skip a few starts probably. Yeah. And they will do that. But at the end of the day, also the first year, wherever he signs next year, he's not going to do a lot of pitching for them next year. If any.
Well, you got to think he's coming off Tommy John surgery.
Tommy John, that's a whole year. So is it going to be a whole year of where he's not doing this, which means whatever money you pay him, you're still going to be paying him to do both. But you're already going to be in the hole, not going to get 1 year of that. So when he does come back, unless they're worried about him being re-injured, man, listen, that man good rest. He's going to be playing a lot of baseball.
Will, do you think he's not going to be pitching at all next year, or do you think he's just going to not be pitching as much?
I just don't know how or why you would do that. So the only way I would see him pitching next year is if by the time late September or maybe even a little before that, you're in the position to win, you're in the position to make the playoffs, and now he's healthy. Yeah. Maybe I think then they'll get him some spot starts to warm him up, see if he can go. And then they'll pitch in the playoffs if they make it. He's not gonna really pitch much next year because Tommy John ain't in a game, man.
I was just about to say, because if you're thinking that he might pitch just a little bit next year, would you consider maybe, since you don't want to use him that much and he's healing, moving him just for next year, moving him to the closer spot?
Nah, the problem with the closers, I mean, I get it. The problem with the closer start is that as a closer, you come in and for what? 3 outs, maybe 4 outs, you throw as hard as humanly possible.
Yep.
And that's the opposite of what they want to be doing with that arm. So
fair enough.
Maybe not. But look, I wouldn't. Nothing that could happen moving forward with Shohei would surprise me, unless he pitched the whole season. That would surprise the shit out of me.
And I don't know.
I get it. They're talking like $500 million.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to be one of the biggest contracts, if not the biggest ever. So.
He's going to turn into a millionaire overnight.
And then I'm with you, too, because there you got to balance. Yeah. We paying him to do both things, but also we paying him to do both things. He got to be healthy to do that.
Because he was definitely Godzilla in Los Angeles. He's definitely going to be Godzilla where he go next. So we don't want, Godzilla. We don't want that.
Godzilla.
And I don't know.
It's Godzilla.
Right, and I don't know if it really is necessary to say, but I heard Tuke say it, bringing up that this is he is injured, but I would like to say that this is also the first time Shohei's seriously been injured in his career since being in the league.
Yeah. No, the last 2 seasons he's been shut down for the similar.
They shut him down because the Angels sucked 2 years ago.
No, they shut him down because he was hurt.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that everybody at some point gets a little hurt. If you're getting shut down for a few games at the end of a season, that's not the same as being injured.
No, you understand, because like you said, Tom and John is kind of it comes and it goes now, where the injury is a faster recovery time. So maybe in the sense of the human body, not a major injury, but I mean. For a position, that's nobody wants to hear that their star pitches out for the rest of the season. Nobody wants to hear that.
If I didn't say it, that's what I meant to say. This is his first serious major injury that the guy's had in his career. So you're really not. Yeah. You're not getting an injury-prone player, is what I was trying to say.
Hopefully that's not the case.
Basically, this one injury is honestly not as bad as how Trout is always hurt with little things. If it was like that, I'd be worried. But it's one big injury because he came in. He's been throwing hard for how long? There's some players who get this Tommy John surgery before they even actually need it to speed the process. So it's I think he'll be all right. I think he'll.
Okay. Next up,
a lot of time on that.
Jordan Montgomery is receiving interest from the Red Sox.
Sure. I mean,
he went 4-2 in the playoff run. The playoff run, the 2.79 ERA.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm never going to say no to more pitching, especially for my team that needs it, but we have a lot of things to address. That's one of them. Sure.
25th quality stars last year.
How many?
25th.
25th in quality starts, or he had 25 quality starts?
No, ranked 25th in quality.
Oh, okay, yeah. And that makes him an ace, technically.
And Will, I do have a question for you regarding the Red Sox.
Go.
We obviously don't know exactly what the Patriots. This is a Red Sox question, trust me. What the Patriots need to fix themselves. The Red Sox, on the other hand, we've seen them be bad before and then turn it around the next season. Do you think, depending on what they do, they could completely turn? Because they didn't. They had a bad season, but that entire division was good all year at almost 500 the entire year. What exactly do the Red Sox need besides the pitching to be able to make that turnaround? Because I think that they are the only team that can make that kind of a turnaround.
We need youth. We need some youth and start. We traded some of our young guys. We let go. We've been building for years, and we had Mookie, we had Benintendi, we have Devers, we had Xander, and we let like 3 of them so that was like the big 4 in terms of youth that we had. And we let 3 of them go. We kept Devers only, who may be the best hitter of the bunch, but I just think we need pitching and bullpen is going to be paramount. So,
right. That's what it was. I've been saying it for the last 2 years. Yeah. Pitching. they need pitching. You had a string last year where the Red Sox looked like one of the best teams in the MLB, and it had no pitching. So when it got back to reality, it went back, and that's why the Red Sox kind of drowned last year and not going to get one at the trade deadline or something like that because they was like, oh, okay, these guys are okay. All right, whatever. You can't do that another year this year. If you want to go get Montgomery, go get him. Hopefully, he's that guy that he can stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? We don't want him to fall into the Chris Sale department where he's not playing games. Though Chris Sale, shout out to him. I watched him start the game last year. It was great to see him on the field.
We got to get out from under that contract too.
They definitely need pitching. Pitching will turn this Red Sox team around. AL East the last few years has been unpredictable. It could be another unpredictable year this year in the division. Starting with that, if the Red Sox go get pitching and bullpen help.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, we need pitching. It's that simple. We need pitching. We need to get out from under some of our bad contracts if we can, but we'll see what happens. I think we'll be all right. But honestly, we got to rebuild. I think we should not rebuild, but we got to just add some youth, a little more youth, and because right now, if you're the Red Sox, the number one thing you're worried about is how good the Orioles are becoming. That's what you're worried about. All the other teams in our division, we can either claim that we're close to equal in terms of progression, or they're worse than us. But the Orioles,
you guys stomped out my Blue Jays this year.
Yeah, so Blue Jays like the Maple Leafs, man.
Jonathan India,
pretty much
the trade candidate.
Who? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Jonathan India.
Jonathan India?
Second baseman for the Reds.
Yeah. That's more of a Jake question there.
I'm okay with that. It sucks because Jonathan India is one of those guys that everybody in the city is kind of fallen in love with. But with the farm system that the Reds created and the guys that they had up last year, he's expendable and he's older. And I figure, Will, you'd have a little something to say about him because he's a Florida Gator. But India, on the other hand, he's older. He's not old in the sense of an MLB player, but the Reds have Matty McClain, who's playing his spot possibly even better. They want De La Cruz to play shortstop. They had another one of their rookies playing first base. Then they move up Encarnacion playing third. Their outfield stacked, and India couldn't really play outfield even if he tried. The team's just so young and talented that they just need pitching, and if they can give up Jonathan India, who's a very good player, to get a starting pitcher worth a damn, they could be very dangerous. So giving up India is honestly a smart move in their decision process. It would suck losing such a beloved fan favorite guy, but everyone around the city's complaining about how bad the Reds have been for the past couple of years, that you got to give up some of these players that you love for the betterment of the team. And Jonathan India is expendable.
Yeah, he only batted .244, 17 home runs, 61 RBIs, 746 OPS. All that's replaceable. It's easily replaceable. We learned that with Moneyball.
Yeah, and he was injured a lot of this year as well.
So, yeah, get what you can get out of him. Maybe a pitching prospect or something.
100%. I'm completely with it.
Okay, fair enough. And the last one on a baseball portion tonight, I did not realize this guy was still pitching. Zach Greinke.
Greinke, he's like 50.
I'd say it's time for him to retire.
Yo, the crazy thing was, remember when he came in as a hot guy? Remember when he came in fresh off the pit?
He
like
was Cy Young, like a couple years in a row, right?
Still like mention him in like most like okay, yeah, he's dead or he digressed a lot, but a lot of the times I've been hearing him in the last few years, it's been on some hot shit. So shout out to him first off for still playing in the game. It's still being, a guy that can go lure some money during the free agency season. I got you.
You know what he did there from last year? He went 2-15.
Yeah,
crazy.
He's also like a really, really weird dude in the locker room. I hear, like,
yeah,
like a weirdo.
Now, Coach, since I was or actually Will or Coach, since I was just some snot-nosed kid running around when he started, was he a Diamondback or a Royal to start?
He started as a
Royal, yeah.
No, as a Royal, and then came back. You know your career's over when you go right back at the end. Potentially, you might go to another team, but shit.
I mean, isn't he like 37?
He's 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40. Yeah, it's over for him. He got to call it. It's about that time for him to go.
And the guy that I know that Coach said that was the last guy we were talking about, but the other guy that I'm really interested to see where he ends up, and I'm hoping it's a Blue Jay, would be Cody Bellinger.
I want to see where he ends up. Get out of my head.
Yeah.
After you was just hating on that man.
The only reason I said that is because you said Zach Greinke was the last dude we were talking about. I'm like, oh man, I gotta throw out Cody. We haven't talked about him.
But you was hating on Cody.
I was not hating on Cody. He
Not
had a
today.
bounce back year.
Not today. But
he had a bounce back year.
They say that the Blue Jays are showing strong interest.
Let's go.
But do you need an outfielder right now? Like you got?
Yes, we need bats, and that's what he is a bat. He can play DH.
Guess who else may be rumored to go to Toronto?
Who's that?
Joey Votto.
Get the fuck out of here! I don't want his old ass in there. He couldn't bat for shit last.
That's the type of guy that I feel like the Blue Jays are going to sign. The Blue Jays are going to continue to sell. They're going to continue to say, "Oh shit, they think they got the cards. Everybody's playing, blackjack or whatever card game you play, and they bluffing the whole fucking time." That's the Blue Jays. They're a bunch of bluffs.
What? Just so they can sign him, so he can have a BA of 160. I'm good. He sucks.
Yeah, he's
old.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think in terms of just the locker room presence and shit, because I don't know what the hell's been wrong with the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays should be a team that we should be talking about the last few years, ALCS. Real talk. The problem is there's not enough veteran leadership in that goddamn locker room. They need it. Joey Votto like that.
They are a very young team, and the thing is, we need bats. Obviously, we showed when we gave up Teoscar Hernandez, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and Gabriel Moreno that our bats went away because Hernandez was a guy that could launch bombs. Same with Gurriel. He could get on base no matter what, and he could also launch bombs. You got rid of our two predominant hitters and went and got defense, which we needed. Great. That was fine. Our defense looked great this year, but we weren't scoring the runs. It was literally just the Bichette show. You guys are going to think I'm crazy for this, but trust me, I
not just for this.
I love Vladimir Guerrero just as much as the next guy, but he has not gotten any better. He stayed the same and sometimes even regressed. I would love to keep him if he could show that he could get better and develop just like Bichette's been developing his bat and his defense. He's just staying the same and staying stagnant. Trade Vlad Guerrero away and get some pitching out of him because there's a lot of people that would love to have him as a first baseman, and you can get the picks, the prospects, or even the starting pitchers now in for him.
Is he the most marketable guy on that team right now?
Yeah.
You're not trading him. They're talking about bluffing up. That would be the ultimate bluff if you trade that guy. In a sense, it would be crazy. Yeah. Prove that you can trade him. Prove that you can trade him. And he's the reason why you're downfalling or whatever the case is, then that. But the 40-year-old Zach Greinke would be a good addition to the Blue Jays because you bring a veteran presence in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. It just makes sense, man.
You know what they don't need? 2 and 15. That's what they don't need.
Yeah. No, they don't need 2 and 15. No, they don't need 2 and 15, man. They don't need a 2 and 15. They need a guy that could be a fifth day start out of the week. You know what I'm saying? And just chill out.
Look, I'll tell you what, Tuke, I'll agree with you, but just as long as he's not a player. If Don Mattingly ends up leaving, we need a bench coach, hire Joey Votto.
As a coach, that's hilarious.
All right.
Bad
So real quick, we're going to take a look at the MLB postseason awards. Let me know who you I'm gonna call the names out and let me know who you think will win it. The Cy Young is going to be announced on the 15th of this month. And the MVP will be announced on the 16th of this month. So the finalists for the AL MVP, Shohei, Corey Seager, and Marcus Semien.
So they're not supposed to add in what happened in the playoffs. But I think people are human still. And Seager's going to get a good look. It should be Shohei, though. He played both sides, bro.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Ohtani. Mm-hmm. It's gonna add more to the market phase of money that he's gonna get. And I agree with you, Will. It could be one of the ranges. It should be one of the ranges. You know, you should add that playoff success. You know, with it. But you know, Ohtani. You know what it is.
My choice is Semien. I'm a homer, but he did lead the AL in hits and runs, and I believe. Semien?
Yeah.
He led hits, run, and he was very, very stellar at second base.
Coach, you did that shit on purpose.
What's that?
You jumped in front of me and said Semien on purpose, knowing I was going to say him. Yes, my pick is Semien.
Give it a Shohei.
Ohtani's a future Ranger. Shout out to Facebook user.
Oh my God, he scored on himself.
You still play? If you don't play that 2K, I'm gonna beat you.
No, I'm watching the Maple Leafs game.
You know what's crazy about that? If they do sign him, they still got a pretty good farm system.
Yeah. Who, the Rangers? Yeah, Rangers looking good. Their future outlook is legit.
For the NL MVP, Ronald Acuna Jr., Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman.
You could have stopped him after the first name. It's Ronald easily.
It's Ronald.
Okay.
Let's go, C's. If he makes that, I'm pissed.
Did Mookie Betts, he didn't win the MVP in the AL, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Mookie about to slice it up. I'm picking Mookie for the NL MVP.
Mookie's a dog.
I mean, look, it's nice. I like Mookie and all, but I'd be shocked.
I like Mookie because he's a bowler.
I just don't know how he could possibly beat Acuna. Acuna had he had a record-breaking year. First player in the history of the league to have 40 home runs and 70 steals. Like, come on, man. In the history of the majors, whenever you can say that, it's a wrap.
Hey, but if Mookie wins this MVP, he'll be this. Well, it's not first, but he'll be the second man. Frank Robinson will be the first to snag both MVPs in both leagues. Yeah, crazy thing is, man, he showed a lot of versatility this year too. You know what I'm saying? Playing second base, handful at shortstop, along with his duties in the outfield. Hey, it's gonna be a tough race. We debated this on another show a few months ago. In terms of this, because we knew it would come down to this. Both of them didn't gain no ground playoff wise because both teams got swept. Oh, they lost. They didn't make it. Definitely gonna be interesting. But when it's two Dodgers against one Brave, the Braves do have a better chance of getting their MVP, man. So it's gonna be good, man. But I mean, I would love to see Mookie win it just for the history sake. Now those history numbers for O'Connor is ridiculous. That's crazy. Probably won't be done ever again for a couple decades. Yeah. But
or maybe next year because he's that good.
Just be by him.
Okay. The AL Cy Young finalists: Jerry Cole, Kevin Gausman, and Sonny Gray.
Shout out to Sonny, man. I know he didn't win a lot of games because of that team, but Sonny kept it. He kept it sturdy while his whole team was just okay.
Kevin Gausman.
Fascinating.
Cole did go 15-4 last year, and he pitched over 200 innings.
Cole?
a hoe.
Right.
Yeah, I can't stand Cole. That's one of my very few Jake-like takes.
That me and Will happen to agree on.
Where I just don't like this dude, and I don't really have a legitimate reason.
I'm gonna go Sonny Gray. He made the playoffs. Simple.
Come on, agree with the Jake.
Okay. The NL Cy Young finalists:
We lost the Sixers.
Blake Snell, and Logan Webb.
My pick is I feel like it's the obvious pick, and I hate to say it like that, but I think it's Blake Snell. He had one of the best years I've ever seen from a pitcher.
Yeah, Snell lit it up. I got Snell as well.
14-9, 2.25 ERA.
2.25 is ridiculous in this day and age. I think the average is like 4 something, and he's at 2. So that's like that time where the entire league was at like 4 and like average 4 ERA, and Pedro was at like 1.5.
I get it. Y'all want Blake Snell to win one in both leagues, but not Mookie. I'll pause on that. Red Sox fans play on that. But I do. Hey, y'all got y'all picks. Hey, I'm gonna go on a limb, and I'm gonna say Logan Webb, man, for the Giants, man.
Webb had a great year too, but Snell was different. It was different this year.
AL Rookie of the Year: Tanner Bibby, Tristan Casas, Gunnar Henderson.
I'm gonna go Casas, but that's a homer pick.
Gunnar.
You just like his name.
Yeah, that's exactly why you picked that.
No, Gunnar did his thing, and he was on the leading Orioles team. Wow. I just speak on technical decisions. The Guardians, Red Sox, okay, Tristan Casas, but I went to a lot of Red Sox games, and y'all absolutely sucked it up when I was there. So there's no way those two
stop going to the games, asshole.
And Gunnar.
Keep your ass at home.
I'm a sports guy. Gotta watch some sports. Sorry, I gotta watch the sorry ass Red Sox.
Oh, goddamn.
Get on the train. Go watch the Yankees, you front runner.
NL Rookie of the Year.
Hold on. I refuse to vote and give anything to the O's, so I'll go with the BB guy.
Okay.
Yeah,
good old Tanner.
It's a ringing endorsement when you're like the BB guy.
Yeah, that guy.
NL Rookie of the Year: Corbin Carroll, James Outman, Kadai Singa.
I think without a doubt it's going to be Corbin Carroll.
Yeah, he lit it up.
Yeah, we can go for Corbin. Care less. I actually like the cat from the Mets, though. He definitely has some plays looking foolish. But like I said with the Red Sox, the Mets sucked. You can't give somebody an award like that sometimes when your team's just foolish like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like it's a Rookie of the Year. Like a rookie can't. They can, but they're not going to change an entire team. Like,
yeah.
Also, like if he's a position player, that's one thing, and then you could be a great position player, rookie. Like you should know this as an Angels fan. Like Trout was amazing. I'm pretty sure he won Rookie of the Year, and his team was garbage.
Trout was injured like 4 straight seasons and won MVP. Yo, his name mentioned.
It's wild, right?
The NL Manager of the Year: Craig Counsell, Skip Shoemaker, Brian Snitker.
Counsell got snatched too, didn't he? Somebody signed him.
Yeah,
Cubs.
Yeah, Cubs.
Cubs, man. That's a weird situation. How do you leave like that? They weren't gonna pay him. Like I don't know. We'll get into that later. But Counsell, I guess.
I'm gonna go stinking with the Atlanta Braves.
I'm a
easy pick.
Who'd you say, Jake?
I'm with Took. I picked.
And last but not least, the AL Manager of the Year: Bruce Bochy, Kevin Cash, Brandon Hyde.
I'm gonna be a homer for coach and go Bruce.
It's Bochy. This isn't even a race. Just two guys going there to watch another guy get an award.
See, this is weird because it's like, are you giving them the award of success, regular season or in the playoffs? I feel like playoffs, yeah, you give it to Brochi. But I'm gonna go Brandon Hyde in Baltimore. When's the last time we ever heard Baltimore?
No, that's
ring? Never. Never heard it in 30 years. I'm gonna go with him.
It's fair. That's fair as hell. The only reason why I was giving the Bochy, they got the man off the couch. Off the couch. He came in and
his first year.
And won it all the first year. Now I get it. If you're not gonna count the playoff, I get not counting the playoffs with it. He still put that team in position to win with the ace that they spent all that money on dying in like the third week or like the first month of the season. He was gone. And then like, bro, I just think what he did was amazing. But honestly, I cannot really argue against Baltimore. Like it's Baltimore. They're the paper bag boys, and they had an amazing season.
Will and I talked the most shit about them the entire year, and they still did well.
Yeah.
And
I love they have so much youth. It's crazy.
All right. That's the most baseball we've ever talked.
Yeah.
That's 40 minutes of baseball, man. People are falling asleep out here.
Will, I bet Machado's kicking himself for leaving too, by the way.
Machado, no. Do you see what they paid him? He ain't kicking nothing but sand off beaches. In places we ain't never heard of and won't ever see.
All right. Next up, NHL Power Rankings. This is where y'all really start to show out.
Yeah, my team fucking sucks.
So start off number 10, the Maple Leafs. They're down one spot. They're 6-4-2.
They're getting their ass kicked right now too.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Not the way they wanted to start. They still got a winning record, but this is not how they wanted to start their season. But it's the Maple Leafs. They'll bounce back. They'll have a nice little run to get to the playoffs, and then they'll get eliminated round one.
As much as I want to agree with that, Will, they need their fucking goalie back, or they're going to keep losing because their backup goalie sucks.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad goalie play going on in the league right now. There's like,
it's horrible.
I feel like there's always been like there's always been two great goalies, a bunch of solid goalies.
That's not it. That's not it, bro. All these different games, all these different sports, one thing has been the common denominator. Everybody wants more offense. This is just the way the games are created now. So it makes the goalies look ass. Like a lot of the QBs now look ass because of everything going on. That's to me.
Yeah. But the thing is,
part of it, but he still is ass.
The NHL didn't need a rule change for the goalies to start sucking. The MLB needed a rule change for the pitchers to start sucking. Yeah. What's the excuse?
Yeah, because nothing really changed. But I will say that teams are built more to score goals, of course. But there's been no rule changes, I don't think, to really make it harder on the goalies. The goalies just suck right now.
Yeah, no, and I'll tell you what, right now, Toog, I'm jealous of your goalie. Vitek's a beast.
Yeah, that guy can go.
I'm talking about he knows I'm talking about the Devils.
Bum ass Devils. No, I'm kidding. Who we got next on the list?
The Hurricanes. They're down one spot. They're 8-5-0.
9-10 dropping back, huh?
Having troubles.
Yeah, I don't got much on the Canes. I haven't seen much of them.
Okay. Yeah, it's an early season woes.
When we first did this opening the season,
they deal with injuries though, so we're gonna give them a slot.
They were in the top 5 when we first did this, right?
Yeah, they deal with injuries and such.
I think they were number 2 or 1. Will.
Yeah, they were really high on the list when at the beginning of the season. So they're dropping. It happens.
Next up, number 8, the Canucks. They're up 3 spots at 9-2-1.
This is the shocking one to me because the Canucks sucked last year and they sold their players away, and this is what they're doing this year. It's just like what the Buffalo Sabres did last year. It's unbelievable.
So
their goalie's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Demko, beast.
Yeah.
Anybody need a goalie? Stop. They won't be trading that motherfucker.
Nah, not at 9-2. Not raising 3 spots and getting into the top 10. Yeah, they're gonna ride that one out.
To the wheels fall off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Number 7, we got the Kings. They stayed flat from last week. They're 7-2-2.
Stupid ass Kings.
They really showed themselves in games, man. Dominating scoring chances, and that's the bulk of the team, man. Keep the puck on your side of the ice and pull out games that way. I like the aggressiveness they come with this season.
Yeah, Denal's having a great, not a great statistical year, but he plays both sides. He reminds me of Bergeron.
Number 6, the Devils. They're flat as well at
Jack
7.
Hughes.
It starts off with Jack Hughes.
Yep, Jack Hughes is a monster. They went out and got Timo, and I think he's not really having that great of a year. But they got Timo. They got one of the better goalies in the league who's been killing it. It's a good spot for him. But who knows more about him?
Depth situations, man. We just got to deal with depth, man, with this injury to Jack Hughes. And it's wall in. I mean, we've been playing better. You know what I'm saying? First couple of weeks was kind of that. You know, we're trying to find that rhythm that we had last year.
Man had 20 points in 10 games, and he got hurt. He'll be all right, though. He's going to come back, and they're going to bust ass. Good.
Avalanche.
Number 5, they didn't move either. They're at 8-3-0.
The Avalanche are just constantly good, so they're going to stay in that top 5 zone. They got too many good players. They got a really good goalie, great coach. They're going to stay up there the whole year.
Yeah, barring no setback and injuries, man. This is a team, yeah, like you said, they'll be coasting.
Yeah, I mean, they got McKinnon on the front line. They got one of the best defenders in McCarr playing in defense. I mean, it's ridiculous.
And Tays. It's funny that they started out talking about Bowen, Byram, but like Kale's probably still the best player on that team.
Yeah.
So
I used to go back and forth between him and McKinnon, but it's McCarr, no problem.
McKinnon will get you some goals. Kale does everything. Yeah, he's just
Number 4, the Stars. They're down 1 spot at 7-3-1.
What you got to say about it, Coach?
Still early.
Pretty much.
early, but top 5 is legit though. My fault too.
It's all good, man. Hey, the last 4 years before this, I would never picture of us being this high or any NHL list. Listen,
I'm about to say, what's this us stuff?
What was that us thing? That had me fucked up.
What? The Devils?
No, you said. So you talk about Devils? Talk about the Stars.
Oh no, but somebody said sorry, Took, and I thought you was referencing that to us being.
No. I said sorry too because I cut you off. My fault.
Okay. So that's what I thought. I took it in the comments like, damn,
for the jersey,
my Devils shit. Put the devil and the God on one side and the devil on the other.
Number 3, we got the Rangers. They're up 1 spot at 9-2-1.
Fucking Rangers.
I can't believe what they are doing, and they did not sign back Patrick Kane. But that team, they got easily the best, or I got to say the best goalie in the league in Igor. He's outstanding. Mika Zibanejev's still doing his thing. He's out there being the veteran that he is. They got Trouba. There's another guy. I'm losing his name. I've lost a lot of names today. But no, the team's all around just fucking stacked, and it's hard to beat the Rangers or even deal with them.
Yo, Kane isn't signed?
No, not signed at all.
That's creepy.
It's weird. I thought he would be signed by now. I think he's still kind of coming off the injury because he had hip surgery over the summer.
Yeah, hip surgery for a hockey player is a big deal.
And he's not old, but he's not young either.
No, he's on the older side.
Coming in number 2, staying flat, you got the Brewers at 10-1-1. Bruins, sorry.
What you got to say about it, Will?
Are 2 different Bruins goaltenders going to win the Vezina Trophy in back-to-back years? That'd be crazy. Swayman's balling. I like what we're doing. I don't, as a Bruins fan, I don't really value the regular season anymore because I know what we can do. We play such great hockey, but it's just because we play it the right way and we know how to win in points. Like we broke the points record last year, but we weren't as good as that record. And so I don't know if this team's as good as this record. So for the Bruins, with the talent we have, it's always we'll see in the playoffs. That's what I'd be feeling.
Agree, man. You see it in the playoffs, man. We've seen this in the last 15 years. We've seen this a few times with the Bruins. You know what I'm saying? And they've been able to cash in on a championship, I believe.
Just one in 20.
And the rest is just, you go to the playoffs like Will said, and you're expecting big jumps, and you don't get them. So yeah, Bruins are going to continue to ride out. We know we talked about similar to the Avalanche. They'll stay in the rankings. They'll be there. But let's see if they will be there at the end. News real quick before we get into the number one team. Sorry, Vegas. Giannis was just ejected in the Bucks game. I just got the notification to my phone. I didn't read exactly for what, and yeah.
Okay. Imagine getting ejected against the Bucks. I mean, against the Pistons. Like, why?
Especially since that's one of the nicest dudes in the league.
And they're up 10. No, he's an asshole. I mean, he's nice, but he's an asshole. Like, aggressive.
So apparently he went for a dunk, and basically after he dunked it, he stared the guy down. He already had a technical.
That part. He's
and fellas, we gonna go to the Vegas Knights because we got to show the respect. The best team in the NHL, man, by far.
Let's get
and they play West Coast time.
Fuck the Knights.
So they party. Hold on. So they party, play hockey, win, and then they still got daylight savings to continue to party. So y'all doing all that, y'all deserve to be the best team on this list. I ain't got nothing else to say about them. They're gonna make it so that more expansion teams are made throughout the world.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay for expansion teams, but it's the Vegas thing. It's like the Aces won their title and they're in Vegas. The Knights win their title, they're in Vegas. I'm happy the freaking Raiders suck.
Raiders about to win soon too, because Vegas trying to take all the money that we've been taking from them for years, and they've already been taking from us currently. As I'm betting right now, I ain't got no money really taken from me yet, but maybe not. It's wild, man. Shout out to the
conspiracy
boys,
time with two.
Yo, this chubby dude just hit a half-court shot. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was speaking on it. Giannis, I said it, man. Even with the best players, the only player that's left that the media hasn't gotten yet is Jokic. He's next. But it's hidden. The media's gotten everybody. Giannis is in a different tune, different mode. Though he's different and he's cool, he's funny, but you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah, Giannis.
No, I ain't got nothing nice to say about the Knights. But you can't deny greatness, and they're just too good.
Yeah, this is the pastiest soldier I've ever seen shooting threes. This is crazy. Sorry, folks. I'm distracted by some funny shit.
All right.
Oh, he busted three.
We got the college football playoff rankings.
Let's get it.
You got your top four teams.
Coach, thank you, Coach, for making the list make sense. We don't need to hear the 10.
You got Florida, Michigan, Georgia, and Ohio State. Who do you think are the ones that end up falling out of the top four?
Michigan.
The world wants Michigan to fall out. But in this case, it's going to be Ohio State that falls out.
You can eat my ass.
Unfortunately. The only way that it doesn't happen is they've rigged that game against Michigan, the last game of the season. Other than that,
of course, you sound like every other person.
No. In this case, no. Every other year, I would say that you're right, Jake. But in this case, Michigan's on a high horse. We've seen them week by week, the model teams. And Ohio State, this is not the best Ohio State team.
Yeah, because they got their signs. That's why. Look, no, wait. You guys don't understand.
I've
had to fight this. I've had to keep on fighting this. You guys keep talking about how horrible Ohio State is. Look, Ohio State has a top 5 defense. and possibly the best defense in the entire country.
And the bottom 5 quarterback.
Who cares? The offense needs to do is just scores. We have one of the best run games in Travion Henderson. And we have Traynham behind him. We have the best wide receiver in the entire college football league right now.
With like a
all Kyle McCord's got to do is be able to hit a few slant routes. And Marvin Harrison is a freaking Heisman front runner right now with Kyle McCord at quarterback. So where do you see these weaknesses at?
I mean,
we've beaten Notre Dame. First off, you completely cut me off. You completely cut me off because I said this is probably one of the worst Ohio State teams on paper compared to the last few years.
Yeah,
that's what I said. I never said they was a bad team. They're in the top 4 for a reason. They're a good team. But we're not going to sit here and act like Michigan. They're not already set up in the top 5 position. So where they there?
You can't.
So we're not going to get there. You know they're good. But this is not the best Ohio State team on paper. It's not.
You can't say on paper all because the
quarterback's
not going for a high.
It's not.
Literally.
Hey! Don't nobody play the games on paper, so we don't really care what they look like on paper.
Yes, the thing
is played on paper.
all because Kyle McCord isn't a Heisman front-running quarterback does not mean Ohio State is below any of these other teams. Defense wins championships, and we have one of the best, if not the best, defense in all of college football right now.
Okay, all right. Bet. But hold on. Do you feel confident that your boys can win it all? Because they're not being Georgia.
No, absolutely. We almost beat Georgia last year. But
they ain't beat Michigan unless Michigan is screwed.
Oh, so we got the almost bowl. Nice.
Okay.
It came down to a shanked field goal, Will. We had the game won. That's why I can say that.
Because if defense wins, hold on. If y'all got the best defense, I should be hearing you right now saying they're going to win it. Because defense wins championships, according to the law.
Not right.
But you're not saying that. So you have a problem inside with your boys.
No,
you're not confident they're going to win.
I was brushing my teeth. I did say, yes, I have all the faith in the world that this team can win the championship. And I said it before I started brushing my teeth, too. You just didn't hear it.
Well, you're brushing your teeth, so who will hear it?
You said it before. Look, they have as good a chance as anyone else in the top 4. They're number 1 for a reason right now. I do think that when you get to that final 4 of teams, though, yeah, all of them have great defenses. But I think Michigan should be the favorite here.
For the record,
Michigan has the best defense of this group.
They do. They have the best total defense.
They're
scoring defense.
The only reason why Jake said
fucking they played.
Hold on, y'all play.
Who's Ohio play?
Who y'all play?
Hey, look, and I don't care who they play. How many defenses score more points than they give up? The defense. Right. So if we're going to say defense wins championships, not only does Michigan have a better defense, they have a better quarterback. And a better coach, in my opinion. But
this is just Jake loving Ohio State. He would want it to be Michigan as the team out. That's what it is.
To be fair, though, Jake is usually shitting on Ohio State for some odd reason. So the fact that he's taking their back right now.
Because they're almost hold on. You know why? Because they're almost there. They're almost there. You know when they're almost there, Will? You know what happens when they're almost there, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, who won
every year?
Who won the first CFP the playoff championship? That was us. Remember, so we don't just shit the bed whenever we show up to it. So don't say that. I know. Will's not talking about Fraud McCarthy right now either.
I know he's better than your quarterback.
Congratulations, but he's not the best in this sport. And no, if you want my honest opinion,
who said he's best in the sport?
If you, you're cutting me off, and I'm stuttering now. Thank you. I'm getting too excited. Georgia should be number 1. That's the only thing that I got a problem with that rankings.
Yeah. And look, Georgia could be number 1, but I think Michigan should be number 2 then.
But I was busy. Michigan hasn't played anything. In college football, strength of schedule matters. Ohio State has played more ranked opponents this year and beat them all. They beat Notre Dame. They beat Penn State. Michigan hasn't done that yet.
Hold on. Nobody. They beat Notre Dame. No, they beat Notre Dame. How that looks? How does that look when you go back into the views of the rankings? Notre Dame played fucking horrible the whole season. And Michigan's playing Penn State next. So you're gonna see.
No, but they haven't played them yet, and we got to see what happens when they play them. and that's fine. And
you're wishing. No, I know what you're doing. You're wishing that it's easy like that, so that Ohio State can jump.
But we're battle tested and proven, so I'm not worried about it. They still got to be battle tested. The hardest part of Michigan's schedule is coming up next.
Yeah, Michigan's play East Carolina, UNLV, Bowling Green, Rutgers, Nebraska, Minnesota, Indiana, Michigan State, and Purdue. That's kind of a weak schedule.
Exactly.
But
it's about strength of schedule, which is why
it's not like Ohio State's schedule is crazy hard either. Like the only team that you could really be like, oh, okay, is Penn State. And they're about to, I mean, who else did they play that's like, and also they struggle with Penn State, they struggle with Notre Dame. They barely beat Notre Dame.
But they still won it.
Oh, okay. So it's you can wait. You can talk about almost when it's a field goal in the last year's game, but when it's almost about a team we're talking about right now this year, it's like, but we still won. You got to stay.
Yes, it is because we won. That's the difference. That's the difference.
All right,
we won.
And then for last year you lost, so there was no almost.
So they've played Indiana.
Last year, though.
We were at one point. You brought it up. It was you.
Notre Dame, which they beat 17-14. Maryland, Purdue, Penn State, who had beat 20-12, Wisconsin, and Rutgers.
Hold on. And didn't Notre Dame lose that on account of how the Cowboys lost the Eagles game the other day? If I'm not mistaken. Didn't Notre Dame have a chance to win that game like 3 times and they couldn't convert?
Because we have a good defense.
Took. Almost winning only matters if it's Ohio State. That's the rule here.
That is not true.
You literally had a whole 5 minutes talking about we almost won last year. Like
there's a complete difference between losing the game and then losing it yourself.
Oh, so
the game was won.
No, field goal it wasn't. If it was won, they would have won. They lost. Bottom line.
No.
How much they lose by?
No.
Okay, exactly.
They lost by 2, by the way.
And then you won by 3 over Notre Dame. It's okay, bro. The teams you got, like, look, you basically played one better team than what Michigan has played.
I don't know why a very highly ranked Notre Dame all of a sudden goes under the radar, but it's fine. Whatever. You can think that. Well, the strength of schedule of where they were ranked at the time. That's why that they're getting that look. But I personally still think Georgia should be above that, 100%.
And what's Georgia? Oh, you know what? What's Georgia's schedule?
Hang on a second. What the fuck? Hey, Jamie, what's the weather like? Because it's getting hot in this fucking room for me burning these guys.
Burning who?
He reached. It was nice though. I like it.
How you burning? How you burning people we can't even see you?
Hey,
we gotta know who's burning us. We gotta know who's burning us.
Took. I will take your next shot on the chin without a response because I was actually needing to know what the weather was and I had an opportunity.
And then he just added it in.
What'd you say the weather was?
Also, for the record, you got Georgia up there. You want Georgia number 1. Georgia's
Mark.
Yeah, Ball State, South Carolina, UAB. Auburn, Kentucky's a ranked team. But Florida, trust me, not a great win. And Missouri.
Will, it's the SEC thing.
You ain't going to get an argument out of me, except they haven't played a crazy tough SEC schedule. I mean, the toughest teams they face so far have been what? Missouri? Yeah,
Missouri, Kentucky, and I'm sorry. I know that their record doesn't show it, but Florida's not a bad team either. They weren't ranked.
Hey, they're okay. It's not a big win to beat them.
And I'm not trying to toot your horn or blow smoke up your butt. It's not a fact, in my opinion.
No, but we just.
Well, I hope my dark horse team has a chance to get into there.
Who that?
My Longhorns.
Oh. Y'all had a chance. Y'all played your way out of this. Like y'all were doing good, but
played your way out of it again.
I kind of so I know you brought up the top 4, but I kind of wanted to see the top 10 to see who else could maybe slide in if any of these teams lose.
But yeah, coach's team still has a good chance because, like he said, Penn State and Michigan still have to play each other. Michigan and Ohio State still have to play each other, and there's also a chance that either Ohio State and or Michigan could lose in that Big Ten championship game. Very highly unlikely, but it's a chance. And there's
on schedule: TCU, Iowa State, and Texas Tech. It takes the sneaky game though. They beat us last year.
Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Michigan gonna stay there. One thing they're gonna try to sell out this shit and sell the controversy. So you can already ex Michigan for one of these spots.
Well, we're finna figure out exactly how much the cheating really helped them. Because
here's 5 through 10. Got Washington, Oregon, Texas, Alabama, Ole Miss, Penn State, and Louisville. Oh, okay.
I could see Washington sneaking in there.
Yeah,
we already seen. I mean, this Washington team. I mean, you could say you had Jake Walker was the starter in that BCS semifinals a few years back. I mean, Penix is better than him, but the last time we seen Washington on national TV on New Year's, it was an ass whooping. Do we really want to see them there against one of these prime defenses? Hell no.
He's got a point.
Yep, he does.
No disrespect. I would love Penix to win the Heisman all day. Who win it? Take it. That doesn't mean you have to go to motherfucking the BCS.
I'd like to see Oregon get in there over Florida State.
You want to see Bo Nix get made fun of?
Yeah, it's always fun. It's an age-old tradition.
I want to see Jameis Winston at a BCS game with a crab leg.
That would be funny.
See, Washington's remaining schedule, they play Utah, Oregon State,
Tough.
Washington State.
Yeah, that's a rough way to
Ooh, that is rough. You got Washington State in there
Number
too.
12. Yep.
Yeah, that's a shitty way to go out. Who's that again? Who's doing that?
Washington.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna go to playoffs. That's too many.
Crazy as hell, man.
Yeah.
The NBA is wild tonight.
Hey, by the way, if they do end up winning out and winning their division championship, you will see them get in just because of that ending of the season.
Yeah, well, yeah, because their strength of schedule will fucking be high as hell once if they
100%.
Yeah.
And Oregon has USC, Arizona, and Oregon State.
Arizona's not a big win anymore. Arizona State, you said?
Yeah, also not a big
No, nothing. And what was the other one?
USC, nigga, who loses.
The USC.
It's a good win, but I don't know. Someone else is gonna have to lose.
I know. Well, I missed the third team, but anyway, I'm with you. No, I said USC and I said Arizona State. I didn't hear the one.
Oregon State.
Oregon State's got some stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not gonna win all those games though.
So it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna come down to the wire.
It sounds like.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll come back. Got a couple of NBA stories, and then we got our picks, and then we are done.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Let's get it.
So we're back in about 15-20. Appreciate you hanging out with your boys on the Parlay Perspective.
Parlay.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Gritty checking in. This Friday I'm live with STWF meeting, man. Little interview coming soon. Everybody, y'all tune in. Man. We got some big coming. Let's get it.
No.
I didn't say
He's road raging.
No, I dropped the battery. Sorry.
Okay. I just dropped your phone for a minute.
I thought you got them.
Stupid.
No, hey, close to it's the battery power behind it. It's the battery.
All right, guys. We got a little news. I got a feel-good story to start it off for us.
Let's go.
We made all the jokes about this man. When you think of Miami Heat, who do you think of?
Yo, you ain't shit for this. Hold on. Hold the hell on.
Dwayne Wade.
I'm gonna be the butt of y'all dukes tonight, huh?
Well, I don't know what happened. What happened?
Oh yeah, you know what happened. Go ahead, coach. Keep going.
Well, you thinking of Miami Heat? You think of Jimmy?
No, I think of Dwayne Wade.
No, he's retired.
Is he talking all the time or right now?
I don't know. He's asking me now.
He was named as of yesterday. He was named VP of Basketball Development.
Oh, good. Get him off the bench.
He retired fully last year. This is his first year not playing. Hey, man, Udonis, man. Maybe the reason why he was still around for a little bit was he was training on the job. Yep. And it was probably giving him a little stipend, stuff like that. And Miami, one of the best organizations in the league. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. That's wild. But shout out to him, man. And this continues the trend with people in not only NBA but in all sports, man. You got agents who don't need college degrees.
Oh shit.
You got Haslam that is getting experience on the fly. Soon as he retires, 3 months later, he can go get a job like this. It's impressive.
He should just go be the mayor of Miami.
I mean, he can do that next. Hey, picture him on a ballot. He would become the mayor.
Yeah, they love him.
That's the craziest thing in the world.
They love him.
So his duty is going to be, he's going to be working with the coaching staff. He's going to be mentoring both Heat players and those assigned to the team's G League affiliate, the Sioux Falls in South Dakota, and representing the organization in the community. So this is kind of like it's almost like it's a fast track for a GM.
Yeah, he's skipping over a bunch of people who actually deserve the job.
It wouldn't be the first one, wouldn't be the last one.
And it won't be the last.
Definitely won't.
All right. Next up, ranking the 5 best NBA rookies so far this season.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a list or are we doing it?
I'm about to do it. There's some video on it, but I am not going to play it.
We don't want to get flagged.
Flag on the play. So, hey, man, listen. Rookies, obviously.
Wemby and Chet.
We want to start at Chet. He got kept back. The season started with talk of Wembanyama and Scoot being the guys 1-2. And a little bit of this man. I feel like he didn't get a lot of the shine in the presence because he really wasn't showing it in the summer session. But I feel like it's out the clock. It's away now. But the little scandal that went on in Alabama during his tenure there, I feel like that's why the cameras wasn't really on him like that. Where they should have been, because that's where kind of the shit sells in this world. But along with that, you get a bunch of other different rookies that come out, show out. Brandon Miller has been balling though in the last week and a half, man. Got to give my man props, man. You know what I'm saying? Opening that door, man. Trying to be the heir apparent on the Charlotte Hornets. It's hard to say that because they haven't been good in a really long time. But
still not.
He's number 5 on the list, actually. Brandon Miller.
Mm-hmm.
I said, man, I watched the game last week. I believe it was against the Pistons. He was going crazy. And big Isaiah Stewart was all in his face the whole game. And Brandon nudged him every single time, talking shit back to him every single time. He's like, he's basically like LeBron James getting paid $100, $200 million. He ain't going to do nothing to you. But I'm a rookie, man. I'm trying to earn my keep. So come bring it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to this man. He's going to grow each and every day. And great addition to this Hornets team.
Yo, you know who's on the court right now looking exactly the way he looked in college? Yo, Sasser is out here balling right now.
Yeah, Sasser.
Sasser's out here hooping on the Bucks right now.
But they're up still on the Bucks, right?
Yeah, 102-94.
Yeah, it's over.
Nah, they got plenty of time, but
it's over. Giannis got ejected. It's over.
Hey, they didn't bring Dame in here for nothing.
Which is shit. Dame ain't 6'11".
Hey, so this shows how behind I am. Is Chris Middleton back yet?
Yeah, he's been back.
Yes, Chris Middleton back in. Yeah.
Well, they got him too. Him and Dame can do something.
Nah, they should got rid of that motherfucker.
But him and Dame should be able to win this game.
Dame and who?
Dame and Middleton should be able to win them.
Hell no.
It's the fucking Pistons.
No. Detroit has great defensive length down low. They should not win this game.
No, I don't give a shit what they got down low. They don't have half the talent that this team has.
But
they're young as hell.
They just lost the Greek Freak.
So
they're not going to win this game. Greek Freak is that valuable to this team. They're not going to win many games if Greek Freak is not in that lineup. I guarantee you. They have no defensive presence on that team right now. Without the Greek Freak being there, they let Drew Holiday go.
That's the most false thing you've ever said. They
what?
Brook Lopez.
I was about to bring up Brook Lopez.
Brook Lopez was in the Defensive Player of the Year running all last year. What are you talking about?
Do we need to look at numbers? Do we need to look at numbers this year compared to last year? Do we need to look at numbers?
Yeah, look at him.
No. Of course you don't give a shit because when you're wrong, you don't want to give a shit. So you just crazy wrong, and they've been giving up points and shit. It's been said all over television that they're one of the worst defensive teams in basketball.
Because of Dame.
The worst.
Dame came
the
in.
worst. And hold on. We're banking on Brook Lopez as he continues to climb in age to be the same defensive player? Come on, Will. You know that don't make no sense.
Talk about no. What you're saying right there is long term. I'm talking about for a single fourth quarter, not even a whole game. For a
no, I'm speaking on I'm speaking. You missed what I said. I said they will not win this game without Greek. They will not win a lot of games if Greek is in a situation where he's not playing. That's all I said.
No. We're not talking about the season. We're talking about this game only. That's all I'm
saying. And I just said in this game too. I said in this game and after the fact. I'm speaking on my mind.
That's fine, but that's
right. Okay. Exactly. So I don't know what we're talking about right now.
Because you're moving the game.
I don't know. It seems like when people are a little bit in the wrong, they try to make themselves right, but it's okay. They one of the worst teams to start the NBA season this year.
Wrong ever. Let's not do this because you don't admit being
Nah, you're in the wrong. You haven't watched. This is probably the first Bucks game you watched. This is probably the first Bucks game you watched tonight.
I watch more basketball. I watch so many games, and I watch them on links, bro. I'm sitting out here sharing links with other
people. You would have known that they were one of the worst defensive teams to start the season out.
I didn't say they weren't. I never said they weren't. I said that they have enough.
That's what I am saying. That's all.
They don't have enough defense to beat Detroit. The fuck?
Hey,
Detroit got a lot of defense. You haven't been watching basketball. They got a lot of long guys. Durant, Sir Thompson that we're just mentioning right now. But come on, man. What we talking about here? Go ahead. Sir Thompson, number 4 for the Detroit Pistons. You see those numbers underneath? 9 rebounds, 4 blocks, and that's on a nightly basis in the rebounds and block department for him.
Also, I saw a thing that he needs to never shoot again though until he.
Oh no, definitely not. Hell no.
My man is out here throwing up air balls regularly.
He's shooting like young me. I'll be ready. He's shooting like young me. And
so Amen must have got the shooting ability, and it missed Azure.
I mean, Amen's a better shooter, but still not a good shooter. Really, they both really aren't good shooters. Just great athletes.
They're just long, gifted, athletic freakazoids, man. They'll come around though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They will.
Being both 17 and what's that league? The United League? What's it called? The Elite League?
Oh yeah.
They're basically coming from the from no disrespect, but street basketball basically. Like and then left high school, so it's kind of like they're teaching themselves.
Overtime elite.
Oh, so they're used to the double rim.
He said the double rimmy.
Man gave me PTSD talking about double rims.
Number 3, my guy.
Lively. He's been killing, bro. He's been killing. I love what he's doing.
8 and 8. Go Duke.
The block, and honestly, it's not even about his numbers. It's just the presence in the paint. It's what he's doing in terms of lobs on the offensive end and blocks and shit on the defensive end. Just contesting at the rim, even if he doesn't get the block. Lively is exactly what he needed, and I said that when they drafted him. It's perfect for them. He's literally looking like Chandler.
He's only 19.
Yeah, his defensive presence is unbelievable. He's showing more offensive ability than he ever did at Duke. Like Will said with the lobs, I mean, I could not believe that he was going and getting thrusted straight into a starting role when I saw that. But after seeing his play, I'm like, it all makes sense.
He is young and didn't have a lot of experience, so yeah, I guess starting was a little weird. But also, they don't have anybody at big, really. So he was gonna have a fast track.
Hey, if we watched the draft on draft night, I marked this to the point he was drafted by the Mavericks. I said this is a steal. He's gonna be in blockbuster as soon as he get in the Dallas Mavericks uniform because they don't have nobody like this, and this is what they need to kind of keep Luka here. And it's working so far, man. They talk about Flipkowski coming out next year and being a top 5 pick. Well, guess what? This guy was in top 5, but he's playing like that, and usually when that happens, the next Dookie that's drafted usually doesn't do well. So Flipkowski, you might want to stay another year in school and stay with Cooper Flagg or whatever the hell his name is.
Coach, or not Coach, Will had already said Flip wasn't going to do well if he came out. I can kind of see where that was coming from now. But I told Coach when they drafted him, because I don't remember how Coach felt. I think Coach was like, all right, we'll see what happens. I think that's what he was like. I don't remember, though.
He liked it because he's a defensive player. So
exactly, that's what I was about to say. I was like, Coach, you're going to love this guy because he's a freaking blocking machine.
Y'all did say that. Number 2, the boy Chet.
Also, fuck Duke.
Hey, Chet, we're not going into that, Will.
Red shirt, Chet Holmgren.
This was my pick. Even
we could do last year in the little summer AMs. But yeah, man. All that I'm skinny, I'm too skinny. All this bullshit, man. You got game. He's showing that shit.
Well, it wasn't just he's too scared. It was like, will he stay healthy? And then the first thing he did in the NBA was get hurt for the season. Yep. So that's why he got the criticism like that. Because like if everyone's saying, oh, he's small, he's gonna get hurt, and then the first thing he does is get hurt, that's rough. But honestly, I think it should be number one on this list because the only thing that Wemby's actually doing better is just a few more points, I believe, in a rebound more. But efficiency-wise, it's not close. Chet is far more efficient. He is far more efficient.
I just think on the low is just marketing. I just think it's marketing. And I agree with you, Will. It's marketing. I feel that Chet's not number one. And Wemby is number one because the market along with the hype, and we know school ain't doing shit, so the hype's only gonna start getting marked for Wembanyama. But this dude right here, and people gotta realize too, when he got hurt last year in the summer, there's not a lot of rookies that say, hey, I want to go play LeBron right now. There's a lot of people that will say, oh, when we play LeBron during the season, we're going to cook him. That's LeBron at 42 games, 43 games. Chet was playing in the summertime, fresh, like, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? He got hurt on some play involving LeBron. So
and beyond the numbers, the number one thing that I loved watching about Chet is he got that dog in him. He a dog. Like he wanted every night. He want to bring it to whoever he playing, and he gonna do whatever you need him to do. And yeah, but his shooting percentages for a 7'1" or 7'2" guy, unbelievable.
Fact.
Yeah.
He's also on a better team.
At the beginning of the season, I remember saying this. I don't know if anyone remembers, but I said Chet Holmgren is my favorite to win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
I think he's doing exactly what he needs to do to win it. And I'm with Tuke 100% on what he just said about the marketing. If Wemby wins it, we'll see at the end of the season because we obviously need the rest of the numbers because we're only, 8 games into the season at this point, 9. Once we get the final numbers towards the end of the season, we'll have a little bit better of an idea. But right now, I think, like Will said with proficiency, that is Holmgren right now.
The first person to get load management treatment, which you probably won't, or gets hurt, it's gone. It's gone.
And I said when we were making
load manage if you want to.
and I said when we were making our playoff tree things, I said I think OKC is going to be either the very first bubble team or they're going to be the team in already.
Yeah, I think OKC can make the playoffs.
Hey, Jake, if the NBA was based off 2 weeks, you had the Spurs in a crazy spot. But
I really did.
2 weeks, if the NBA was 2 weeks, you would be on the cusp of being correct.
Accurate. Yeah.
Look, I have them as the very last bubble team in their spot.
Yeah, and that's kind of where they are right now. They're winning some games. So
and now, Will, because I've seen them play twice, because they played the Suns twice, I know a couple players on their team now. So ask me that question again.
Oh yeah, name someone else, not Wemby, right?
Yeah,
Vassell Johnson.
Yeah,
Vassell and Johnson
being number one is not surprising for anybody.
Say what?
Wemby being number one is not surprising.
Yeah. And if statistically they keep the same path and stay healthy, he's gonna win it. But and I do think he'll win it because I think this is like two good fighters and one's more marketable, and you leave it up to the judges, you know who's gonna win that fight.
This is Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, it is. Although, didn't Gaethje win that?
Yes, by a head kick.
Yeah, so he kind of didn't win by decision. He put him to sleep. So,
and our last NBA story of the night, we're going to look at the buying or selling the hottest starts of the NBA season.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like these. These are nice.
Number 1, the Boston Celtics.
We're gonna buy this all the way up. I mean, obviously, every team in the NBA has a flaw, so we're not gonna pay any of their flaws from the last 2 games we've seen on them. But in terms of the buy, yeah, you're gonna buy them.
They just lost tonight to the Sixers, right now. Not 5-2 now.
5-2, okay.
Losses in some cases usually come in bunches. I mean, it's early in the NBA season for them to rack up two losses in a row, but I mean, Minnesota, those 2 guys down there for the Celtics that really don't have no hype, it's gonna be a problem coming into that game. The Sixers, I didn't get a chance to watch the game, but I'll do some skimming and watching tonight, and we'll see what fell there for them.
Now, because I haven't seen much Celtics basketball this year, has Porzingis kept up the play, or is he kind of on a I'm just playing down low?
I mean, he's playing solid. But again, and the most important thing is he's comfortable and healthy. That's all that really matters. Everything else will take, as long as he's happy and not like he felt in New York or in Dallas, because he didn't like being there, didn't feel his system, didn't like his role. He said he likes his role here, and he's healthy. Those are the only two things I'm worried about.
In 31 minutes tonight, 29 points, 10 for 19, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists for Porzingis.
And then,
actually led the Celtics in scoring.
But
in my opinion, since we talk about like where the guys are at on the team, he's kind of playing the fourth spot. Drew Holiday took over number 3, and then you got your top 2 in Brown and Tatum. And then that means Al Horford ain't got to do shit on his own, and he ain't worried about him hitting a corner 3 for no reason. That's Porzingis' job now.
No, so Porzingis coming here, it turned Horford into like the best guy you could bring off the bench, like with that much veteran knowledge and ability to play defense. It made him a great bench player, but our bench still needs help. And so I'm buying the Celtics, but we need to buy at the break and get someone else on our bench too.
The Dallas Mavericks, buying or selling?
Ooh, I'm a sell.
Yeah,
I'm a sell.
They can't keep.
I'm a sell. I'm a sell right now because just because.
I'm selling because it's too early to buy.
It's early Luka. We know if anybody gonna kill you in the NBA, it's early Luka, and he got a great supporting cast around him. Matter of fact, I'm not even sell. I'm in the middle of it. I'm gonna just say that I'm in the middle of it because I like what they look like. If Lively can continue to play like this, Kyrie play the way he's playing is looking like he's getting comfortable to the second fiddle role. You know what I'm saying? People didn't expect Kyrie to be that comfortable like that in the second role, but he's taking that with pride. So I'm mid with this. I won't sell them because that means I'm disrespecting them early, but I'll keep them mid. They're mid. They got a top 5 player in the league.
Will, you hate Duke but love Kyrie Irving. I just like you.
I have a love-hate relationship with Kyrie Irving. I love his actual on-court game. I hate literally everything else he does. Like all of it.
That's a Jake take.
Yeah, but it's a fair Jake thing. Like it's
the defending champs, the Denver Nuggets.
You're gonna buy them. They look like they got more power than juggernaut power than they did last year. Right now,
but
what I'm not gonna buy is Jamal Murray out for the rest of the month potentially.
Yep.
He has a little injury. I mean, it's good to have it, I guess, right now than later on in the season, but you don't want that to start trickling down. Yeah, Reggie Jackson can play the backup, but you don't want him to be playing backup starter. You don't want him to do that. But other than that, I mean, hey, Jokic is still there. Everybody looks like they took a step up from last year, and we're going to continue to buy the Nuggets. Well, I will for the time being.
If any team can survive losing their starting point guard for a while, it's the team with a center who's basically a point guard.
A point guard, right? Exactly.
So then when you bring in his backup, all Jackson has to do is hit open shots and create a few buckets. He can do that. He can do that for a short period of time. You don't want that to last too long. I agree with that too. You don't want to end up going into the playoffs with him as your starter. No, not even close. but he can maintain for a little while Murray's out. He can hold that down. So I think they'll be all right. Also, we got to see a little more. I think Brown.
Brown from Kansas?
Yeah, Brown, the worst spelled or phonetically said name in basketball. But yes.
Will and I had a whole segment about that.
Braun, and it said Brown. You guys got to figure that shit out. But
Minnesota T-Wolves.
This is a weird one.
It is a weird one because, for me, but the trajectory in my mind is buy. But the big men have to play. Anthony Edwards is the guy on this team now. These big men, not Gobert, because Gobert's not an offensive guy. He can give up what the fuck he's doing and let Anthony rock. It's more a Cat. And this is why I said last year Cat should be traded. Yeah, but if Cat's going to stay there and he's going to get the production, you just got to add time shade to this man. I'm sorry. You're going to have to start playing unregular sometimes because this man's shining right now.
That ship sailed without him even like being ready to get on board. Like this is already Ant's team. It's over. This is Ant's team. What I will say is, if they could take the dog in the heart that Ant has, cut it in half, and cut that in half and give it to Cat and Rudy, this team would be unstoppable. Because the only problem with this team is they have two talented bigs who are hoes.
If I only had a hoe.
I'm going hardcore Will here, and I'm selling.
Yeah, I'm selling because I can never trust Cat or Gobert really to be anything more than what we already have seen. They're not getting better.
I would hot sell them right now. I would hot sell them for the Denver Nuggets right now if I could get a come up.
Can I sell them for the Nuggets? And everyone's like, nah.
Yep, I'm giving my stock up while it's high, just like I did with the Doge.
Golden State.
I'm selling the fuck out these motherfuckers. You think a team with Chris Paul is worth fucking buying? You fucking crazy.
Hey, I feel that statement too. I feel it.
I can't disagree with that statement, except for the fact that they have the ultimate scale tipper. And yeah, I can't buy a team that has CP3, but I always have to buy a team that has Wardell, Stephen Curry. Is having an MVP season right now.
No, I think out of all the curses that we've called Chris Paul for where he's gone, I think this is the finisher. This is the finishing curse. Not that Steph is a bad player after, but he's gonna be like, "Yep, Steph, I cost your ass too," and that's why they fucking sell it.
If he ruins this, there's no hope.
I'm going hardcore Will yet again. I'm buying any team Steph Curry's on. I can't not. You'd be dumb if you could. If you did, I'm sorry. He's the equalizer.
Has he ever had a curse on his team though?
He had Chris Paul. That's another level.
Who's kind of a curse?
Voodoo. That's voodoo vibes.
Jake, where you at?
He got bad.
I'm in construction. Mute me.
No, actually, it was a perfect drop. Talking about Chris Paul taking down.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'm out of the construction zone. You ain't got to mute me. My bad.
We ain't mute you.
Perfect timing, man.
That's funny. When he said he gonna crash the team, and we heard a plane landed. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, I'm at the airport. Will, nice call.
Yeah. I have ears.
Philadelphia 76ers. Buy or sell?
Hey, I'm buying them because James Harden ain't there no more.
I was gonna say addition by subtraction is a real thing, and I think this is one of those times. So look, they lose some of the scoring from Harden leaving, right? Except they picked it up with what's his name? From the fuck is the lefty who's scoring out of his mind right now? All right.
Oh, Kelly Oubre?
Oubre's been easily replaced any of Harden's scoring. And
Will just had a Jake moment.
Yeah, I blanked. I had a fucking weed moment, what I had. And then in terms of the passing, Maxey is stepped in and done well. So I think they actually added by subtracting by Harden. So I think this team could be better. They beat us tonight, but again, okay, what do we mean by buy? For a championship? No, stop. But for a good team in during the season, yeah, they'll be that.
Yeah. You always want to buy Philly. You want to buy Philly. You want to hope that they get over the hump, but how are they going to get there? Yeah. They don't want to spend no money on nobody. Well, they don't look like they want to trade like a Tobias Harris or anybody if he is worth any value. They got rid of James Harden. So this is kind of like, I'm going to say mid right here because I'm going to look at the people upstairs. I don't trust the guys upstairs that they have at all.
The Sixers are the ultimate buyer's remorse. So you want to buy them every year, and then you want to sell them later on every year.
As soon as you buy them motherfuckers, you want to resell, and then you know the resale is bad.
Yeah.
Hold on. I bought this for $1 million.
Then you drove it off the lot.
2 hours later, 25 cents.
Then you drove it off the lot, and then it depreciates in value. Like
can't get it.
It's a bad stock.
All right, fellas. Last segment for the night. You know we got to get
Why is Cut Rate Jake the guy on our advertisement for this.
That Jake's cousin, you said?
Yeah, cut rate Jake. It's low budget Jake in the red shirt.
I resent that.
I just don't know why we picked a white man to be the man of our cover boy for this segment. when our resident white man is never here for these picks. Like,
what are you talking about? I'm here every Wednesday.
No, you ain't.
No, Wednesday. No, I've been here.
You wasn't here last Wednesday for the picks.
Was I?
No.
That was the first Wednesday I missed in like 2 months.
That's a lie. You have sent in your picks this entire season. Not lying.
That's false.
No, nah. It's definitely more than 50% you have not been here.
That's false.
I'm staying here on a stinking ship. I don't care.
Jake, you don't smoke no indica and no Savita. So you should know these things.
All right. So to give a quick update for the year-to-date results, coming in at Jake Will are tied at 78 and 58. And that's what last week. Will led last week. He went 10 and 4 last week.
Whoa.
How?
Jake went 9 and 5.
I don't even know how I did that. I thought I was losing all week.
Coming in number 2 is yours truly at 81 and 55, but I went 8 and 6 last week.
Can I be excused? Because I don't want to hear who number 1 is.
He went 9 and 5 last week, but for the year, Took is 82 and 54.
And I was down in the cracks under 500.
He was down bad. He was down bad. Now he's winning.
I was down bad.
All right.
Looking like I was about to hit
the Thursday night snoozer. Carolina at Chicago.
I really picked this game.
This game feels like a real prime 2022-2023 season Thursday game. This is what they were giving us all last year on Thursday. Yeah, someone else go. I don't fucking know.
Oh shit. This is bad.
This is like, can we all just not pick this game? And
I wish we could, but shit. because I kind of want to go Bryson to win another fucking game. But they're playing in fucking Soldiers Field, and Chicago is not a good place to play, man, when it gets cold outside.
Cold and gross.
I'm taking the Bears, man. I hope so, but I don't even feel confident picking them. But I'm gonna do it.
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna go Bears. I think Fields is back this week. I think
no, he's not back.
He's not back.
No.
Baggett, whatever his name is, starts.
He's back next week.
Bajent man. I'm gonna go with the Bajent man.
I'm gonna go with Chicago as well.
All right, Jake, you can make up. You can make up, or you can go deeper in the hole.
You know what? I think I'm going to try to go deeper in the hole. I think Thielen has a career game.
Thielen,
Carolina.
All right.
Thielen these nuts. No,
Jake, this for this? No. You definitely got to pick like a 20 spot on the Carolina Panthers money line tomorrow. If you picking the Panthers right now, you got to at least try to make some money off that shit. Because if you win and we lose, shit.
I want him bragging rights.
That's the mind of a gambler. That's the mind of a gambler right there. You gotta put the money on it, bro. Like, this is another stinker, huh?
What's the next game you said?
Colts, Patriots, and this one is in not America, right?
It's in Germany.
Germany. Heigenfeuer. Yeah, fucking Jesus.
I'm hearing some crazy rumors too, man.
I'm gonna go second week in a row. I'm actually gonna pick the Patriots.
Second week in a row. I am not picking the Patriots. I'm picking the Colts.
Got you down.
If the Patriots lose this game, I'm hearing Bill could potentially be fired after the trip. I don't like hearing that.
Where you hear that?
Hey, shout out to the Black Adam Schefter, man. Follow him.
No, I follow Black Schefter. Yeah,
but nah.
Honestly,
I'm gonna go Patriots too, because at the end of the day, though the season hasn't been good for them, they're in Germany. The Germans are gonna be all over them because of the prestige and they had. They got to take that for a day. play as a team, they will beat the Colts, man. Or Bill Belichick's going to get fired. So I'm going to take the Patriots. I think I took them last week, and I should. No, matter of fact, I'm taking the Colts. I can't take the Patriots no more. I took the last week.
Pick.
Colts, baby. Bill Belichick, your ass is fired.
Lewis, that pick.
We lose somebody?
Great
No,
defense. Great defense by Lopez. Comes down, hits a 3. 42 seconds left. Bucks up 4 now. Let's get it.
Okay.
Next,
We'll just put a sword away against Duke.
The Texans at the Bengals.
Give me them. Who they think gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody.
Time out. Why does anyone let that happen? I don't understand this. Can somebody explain to me why this was allowed? They stole that shit from the Saints. The who that shit?
Yeah.
No, the Bengals had it first.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, when? As of when?
I'm gonna go into my job and I'm gonna look it up on the computer and I will tell you how it happened.
You know what? I'll save you the trouble. While y'all pick, I'll just I'll look right here. Ooh, what's this? A bracket fight just popped up for me that I wasn't even asking for. The computer knows me.
Houston or Cincinnati?
I'm gonna go Cincinnati.
I'm going Cincinnati since they're playing at home.
You're gonna get your ass whooped by your wife for not picking the Texans.
No, that's a fair one. He can. Yeah, don't be snitching.
Duke snitches on me every chance he gets.
Yeah.
So I just read what's in the chat. I thought what I read in the chat the last time was reasonable to read, but it wasn't.
You really wanted to let everybody know that I was talking about them moms and them leggings at Target. All right, Duke.
I mean, you got a wife. It's not like you don't probably say nothing. Your husband. So one time it probably slips every once in a while. Your wife good with that.
All right, Jake.
So,
You want to know when who that started?
What year?
1852 in vaudeville and minstrel shows. Yeah, it's Louisiana's first. I promise you. 1852.
talking about the Saints and the Bengals. Why are we talking about something back then?
Because that's where it came from, you nut. It's just like it started off in Louisiana, and the Saints have been saying that forever. They just didn't get a lot of time to say it early on when they were the Aints. That's all.
So basically, it was used to be the Hue Day chant in Cincinnati, and that was in the early '80s. And that was because they have a beer company down there. If you're familiar with it, Jake, the Hepupole beer company.
Who the Delight?
Yeah, so they came up with that, and then they changed it to Houday with the Hudey, and then it transformed into what they say now. Houday. Sum it all up.
Will, who you got?
They just remixed the shit different times.
Also, it started with a high school team, I believe, too. Anyways, so who I got? The Bengals or the Texans?
Mm-hmm.
Or we moved on. I got Bengals. I already picked the Bengals. Yeah.
The Saints at the Vikings.
I'm rocking with Dobbs, baby. Give me the Vikings.
Nah, Dobbs gonna play. Yeah, I'm gonna go Saints in this one. I'm gonna take the Saints.
Vikings.
Green Bay at Pittsburgh. Give me Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Green Bay hasn't won in Pittsburgh in like 30 years, right?
Also, I lied. I want the Saints. Sorry, Coach. I lied. Saints.
No, can't go back.
Yeah, we can. We're still doing it.
I'm gonna go Steelers in this one. Jordan Love's going to Hines. Yeah, I'll take Steelers.
Who's starting quarterback? Is it going to be Trubisky or is it going to be Pickett?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Doesn't matter. They both suck.
Well, no, Mitch Biscuits did well when he went in. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm going with Pittsburgh either way, I think, because their defense is just that much better.
I picked because of the defense.
Oh, you sack of shit. Not you, coach. Not you, coach. Some.
I thought you were talking to me, Steelers. This motherfucker.
Tennessee at Tampa Bay.
Dude, you know what?
Levis is starting again.
I got a love for
He's started
both
the
these
rest of the year
quarterbacks, right?
so far.
Baker's my guy, but I'm going with Levis this time.
Wait, you're gonna need to make up your mind. Are you a Levis guy or not? Because you've been flip flopping on this.
No, I was
He's giving
high
you
on him in the
backdate.
draft. I was high on him at the draft. Y'all
But
gave
also-
me a bunch of shit, and I said, y'all wait.
But also no. Also, last week you were like, you guys say this is my guy, and I don't know why, but now you remember.
I was high on him in the draft. That doesn't mean he's my guy. I said he's going to be a good quarterback.
Man, Baker Mayfield ain't losing to 2 straight rookie quarterbacks. I'm taking Buccaneers to win this game.
I agree.
San Francisco at Jacksonville. Deebo Samuel is back.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking the Niners. I was about to take the Jags, but no, I'm going to take the Niners.
But is Purdy back? Is Purdy okay?
Oh, from his relapse. That's the thing, because like I said a couple of days ago, sunshine got a sunshine.
At some point, right?
Hold up. Wait, my bad. I'm not trying to cut anybody off or ask questions that much. But, Coach, where's the game at again?
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Nope, I switched. Give me Jacksonville.
Why's that?
I like home field advantage for some teams, and Jacksonville's one of them. That Duval and that unity that they got in Jacksonville for that team, yeah, it's me.
I'm gonna be real with you.
With that.
Jacksonville ain't winning this fucking game. Go 49ers.
I am going to take. I want to look at the injury report more, but I'm going to go Niners, I guess.
Cleveland at Baltimore.
This is a rough game. It's always a tough game. Yeah, they always just beat each other up. And what these games, whenever it doesn't matter what their seasons are doing when these two teams play.
And I'm assuming Deshaun's starting, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything for him, though. I like Cleveland's defense a lot better, but at the same time, other than their DBs, Baltimore's got a really good defense too.
Baltimore's been killing motherfuckers, man. I'm gonna go Baltimore's gonna be a close one. I can see them winning by a hook. I'm gonna go Baltimore.
So if Baltimore wins this game, that'll make them what, 8-2 or 7-2?
No,
8-2,
I believe
8-2. They, as good as they've been playing, they don't. Does anyone else disagree with this? Do they feel like an 8-2 team? Do they really feel that way when you watch them?
Good question. They don't feel like an 8-2 team because when you look at their team, I'm gonna use the paper analogy again.
Yeah.
They don't have the names that sprinkle. They don't have that. But people get away from this sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You got to have teams like Tom Brady and the Patriots in 2001 walking down the Super Bowl aisle as a team and shit like that. You get teams like that every once in a while. The Ravens are one of those teams where I think a lot of people that ain't Ravens fans, I hope these fucking motherfuckers lose because they're beatable. They look like the Pittsburgh Steelers a couple years ago. They're beatable. Okay, they're doing their thing, but they're beatable. You know what I'm saying? But are they beatable? It comes to that. Are they beatable? There's a lot of things we're seeing from Lamar, and I'm sitting here like, is he hot as shit for the most important times? I said this on Monday too. Is he smartening up? You know what I'm saying? And not listening to the naysayers.
Well, according to fantasy stats, Lamar hasn't done good the last 2 games. But to me, he did everything right to win the game. Who cares if he didn't throw a touchdown pass? He did everything else.
They're not making mistakes. Very efficient football right now.
Yeah, because they won. No, because they won. But if Lamar would have did the same shit and it was a loss, it would have been on Lamar's throat.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. They would have been down his throat completely. I think, even though I don't want to, just because I think Baltimore.
I think, just quite simply, I actually believe that the Browns can give the Ravens offense more trouble than the Ravens defense can give the Browns offense trouble. So I'm actually going to go with the Browns here.
Oh, this is the way to try to get in the third. Oh, I feel you, brother.
Yeah, this is one of those moves I had to make.
And sprinkle a little nugget in there.
Yeah.
James Prochet, formerly of the Ravens, was activated 2 days ago.
Oh, they got a sleeper. They got a double agent. Double agent for the Browns, huh?
Hold on. How'd that work out? How'd that work out for Trey Lance and the motherfucking Cowboys?
It almost never works. Honestly, I just
at Arizona.
Also, I don't think why I think that never works, because the minute you know that you're going to face a team that has one of your old guys, you change everything up. So I don't think you can actually gain anything out of it.
Yeah. Coach, I didn't hear who Arizona's playing, but I'm not picking Arizona.
Falcons. I'm going Falcons.
I'm going to Falcons.
I'm going Arizona. Kyle Murray about to get these motherfuckers to work.
Midget ass.
Let's go. Hey, if Josh Dobbs can make magic and win in Arizona during the season, Kyle Murray is too. Kyle about to fucking do these guys wrong to the cold crush on Sunday.
Who you got, Jake?
I want Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm overcharging niggas for what they did to the cold crush.
The Lions at the Chargers.
Lions at the Chargers. Woo! Woo! I want to see an explosive, but then the Lions defense says that's not going to happen. But the way the Chargers defense played on Monday night, though they played Zach Wilson and the Jets, make you want to think like, hey, this may be a shootout on Sunday between Goff and Herbert. I'm going to go Chargers in the upset.
Lions. I think I pick them every week, and I'm not proud of that.
You taking Lions and Chargers, Jake? We'll get Jake's answer in a sec. Coach, Lions and Chargers.
Got the Lions.
Got the Lions.
Yeah, I got the Lions.
This is the Lions too. All right. I'll see y'all on Sunday after the upset.
There is some toilet bowl game.
Thank you.
Yep.
The Giants.
Bless your heart.
Thank you.
Got Dallas.
Giants at Cowboys. We got Danny DeVito's brother starting. Tommy DeVito.
Shannon Sharp called him Danny DeVito on First Take.
That's great.
I'm going to say Dallas wins, but if we was betting spreads, I would take the Giants spread at 16.5.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Dallas in a landslide.
Yeah, it's Dallas.
Washington at Seattle. Give me Seattle playing at home.
Give me Washington. Sam Howell's playing his ass off right now.
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle got a solid defense. They've been playing a couple good teams the last few weeks. Their defense will show up for what they had to deal with, and they'll beat the Commanders.
Jets at the Raiders. Give me the Raiders.
Hold on. So the Raiders get back-to-back games against New York teams in Vegas?
Weird.
Talk about a fucking jackpot. I'm going fucking Raiders.
Yeah.
And we thought the Giants' offense was bad. Me, Zach Wilson. Shit.
He got 4 points the other night.
He got what?
4 points in one of my leagues.
Oh, but that sounds like a you problem. Why you starting?
Hold on. You know the crazy thing about this game is? Hold on. The crazy thing about this game is it's fucking Sunday night football, fellas.
Yeah, it's rough.
Ew.
And Monday night doesn't get any better. Maybe it might be, but we'll find out.
Sunday night was like, oh, Thursday. You think you cornered the market on bad games? Well,
I'm sorry. He got me 11.2 points.
Yeah. Oh, the real story here is why the hell did you start him? That's the
Quarterback league didn't have much of a choice.
Damn. If that was a choice of choices, that's rough, bro.
I got Kirk Cousins going down, probably killed my season.
Yeah, that's rough.
My man Kirk, man.
You got Will and Jake. Jets or Raiders?
Raiders.
Yeah, I'll take the Raiders.
In the Monday night game, Denver at Buffalo.
Buffalo.
The Bills.
Nope. Buffalo, we got a problem. Russell Wilson with the upset on Monday Night Football can make everybody fucking upset. Go on, Broncos.
I'm going Denver as well.
Go on, Broncos on Monday night. This just feels bad. Poor Josh Allen's about to get scrutinized like he's never been scrutinized before after Monday night. Because Russell Wilson about to beat him in dramatic fashion.
Now, the one thing that the Bills can, well, it's possible, but the one thing the Bills can do is they can score some points. They can pass the ball, and that Denver defense is beatable. Very, very beatable. But you might be right. We'll see what happens.
All right.
I think I'm gonna be real. Broncos are one of the teams that I would love to turn around this season. I don't know if that turns into a birth for them, but this turn around, fellas. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Yeah, help the Patriots tank for Marvin.
Yeehaw.
2 Wheels, shout outs.
Shout out to the mother lords, the father lords, daughters and son lords. Shout out to everybody tuning in tonight, man. I'm just on some spiritual tonight. Appreciate everybody coming through tonight. Assalamu alaikum. Salaikum salat. And I hope everybody tunes in for Friday's Tap Out show. You know, big pay-per-view in the UFC coming up. So tune into the boys, Will, Jake, and Wu to the Tang. You know what I'm saying? As they analyze, strategize, and carterialize the next UFC event.
My man was like, I'm gonna make up a whole ass word right here. I love it.
My God, man.
Shout out to everybody who enjoyed the chat. Shout out to everybody who's gonna watch this later on. Shout out to you, fellas. This is always fun. Oh yeah, I've been blocked the whole time. I didn't even realize I had my camera off. I was doing something, but then I forgot to turn it back on.
Like you eat.
I'm doing some chemistry over here. Don't worry about it.
Hey, but shout out to you guys, man. This was a lot of fun, as always. We had a lot of energy tonight.
Yeah.
Shout out to those who hung out with us tonight. We saw Lewis in there earlier. Bernard.
My Lakers got slapped up by 90.
Wait, what happened?
Lakers got slapped by like 30 to the right.
It's always a good day when they lose.
But definitely appreciate you guys, man. Make sure y'all turn in Friday night for the Tap Out Show, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
All right. We going to be there. 2, take us out, baby.
Hey, remember, in this world, there was one great that got caught with a cork bat, and I'm loving him still to this day. Send me so sa.
Find this podcast and others on STWF-TV, the Podcasting Network, wherever you get podcasts.